Okay, moving on. Can you evaluate 3 strategies or initiatives which relate to sports participation? This can either be decrease or increase. Starting off with your first strategy.
The first strategy I'll move on to is the Sporting Equals. The main aims and objectives of Sporting Equals is the idea that the use of promoting sport in order for there to be an increase in participation in sport with the cultural diversities. In order for there to be an increase in participation, there would have to be more significant appreciation and recognition towards the different cultural diversities. One massive way would be eliminating racism within all sports. Many clubs are trying to do this at the moment. This would then show that everyone is equal within sport, no matter what your ethnic or cultural background is. This would then increase participations within all sports. And then the main target group with Sporting Equals is aimed at would be aimed at those from a different ethnic and cultural background, for example a Muslim. The obvious reason being that the main objective of this initiative is for there to be an increase in participation in sport with those from a different cultural or ethnic background. Secondly, the other target group which Sporting Equals is aimed at would be professional sports teams and athletes. As many professional sport athletes are known to be role models for many of younger generations from all ethnic backgrounds. So by professional sport teams and athletes promoting anti-racism, this will then lead to more athletes from different cultural and ethnic backgrounds competing in professional sports. And then our younger generation will not be racist because their role models aren't racist, and it will just be a knock-on effect and it will go on forever. This will then lead to an increase in participation in sport with those from a different cultural and ethnic background, which means that the main aim of this initiative is being achieved. The main cross-cutting agenda, which will be linked to Sporting Equals, is for racism to be cut out of the sport as a whole, as well as teaching all those involved the importance of treating everyone equally within sport and the consequence of being caught in any racist or derogatory act or behaviour. This will then hopefully have a positive impact on all those involved, which will then hopefully lead to equality being a vital part within the sports industry. Moving on to who runs /who funds this strategy, or Sporting Equals is another national scheme. Therefore, the initiative is run and funded by the national government in order for sport to show that everyone is treated the same, not demoralised due to their cultural or ethnic background. I will now be explaining the positive effects it is having. The one positive effect that Sporting Equals is having within the professional sport teams and athletes is, I would say, as well as racism being a large issue within today's sport industry, therefore this massively rubs off with these professional sports teams and athletes, which then leads to them promoting anti-racism. So like I said previously, as many professional sportsmen and women are known to be role models for a large proportion of the younger generation, this leads to more This leads to more imitating their role models, which can only be a good thing. Therefore, for an example, if Messi put out the advice that racism is bad, and then all of his role models will live by that, and they won't be racist. So when they come up to start playing football, they will be good footballers. This will lead to more young athletes from different cultural and ethnic backgrounds participating in sport because they feel like they are equal once again, as the sporting industry will be a more socially accepted and equal environment. Now moving on to